वी विल ट्राई आवर बेस्ट कि हम आपको प्रोवाइड कर सकें और फैसिलिटेट कर सकें। और हमारे साथ यहाँ पर हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स होंगे, हमारे टीम मेंबर्स हैं, जिसमें हमारे ट्रेनर भी हैं, हमारे जनरल मैनेजर भी हैं इस वक्त, जुबैर साहब भी हैं, उस्मान साहब भी हैं इस वक्त। और आई थिंक वी शुड वेट फॉर 5 more minutes ताकि हमारे पास पार्टिसिपेंट्स और ऐड हो जाएं और फिर हम एक प्रॉपर सेशन स्टार्ट करें। ठीक है, तो इंशाल्लाह ताला हम और 5 मिनट तक दोबारा फिर जो है वो कंटिन्यू करते हैं अपना सेशन। थैंक्स ऑल ऑफ यू। Welcome back, all of you. Or I think we should start our conversation once again. Resume करते हैं अपना session. First of all, welcome all of you. We are conducting a webinar on PMP. I am Sahar. My name is Sahar, and I am working as an assistant manager, business development in Bilal Consultancy from last 2 years. और आज थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन हम अपनी कंपनी का आपको देंगे, ठीक है? उसके बाद आई विल हैंड ओवर माइक टू आवर ट्रेनर, वो फर्दर आपको फिर वेबिनार की तरफ लेके चलते हैं, ठीक है जी? Bilal Consultancy is a training and consultancy firm. We are working from we have started working in 2016. और हमारा बेसिक कंसर्न कंसल्टिंग एंड ट्रेनिंग सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करना है। और मोर देन 40 प्लस कंट्रीज को इस वक्त हम टारगेट कर चुके हुए हैं, जिसमें हमारे पास इस वक्त करंटली वियतनाम, कतर, यूके, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ये सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स हमारे अभी कतर में भी रनिंग में हैं। और हमारा जो बेसिकली वी आर कंडक्टिंग ट्रेनिंग एंड कंसल्टिंग जो सर्विसेज हम दे रहे हैं इस वक्त, हमारी 2 डोमेन्स हैं, जिसमें हमारी एक हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी की डोमेन आ रही है और दूसरा हमारे पास बिजनेस प्रोसेस एक्सीलेंस है। और जो हमारे पास हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी की डोमेन में एक्रीडिएशन बॉडीज हैं, उसमें निवोश है, ऑथम है, आयोश, ओशा, आयोश, इन सब के साथ हम वी आर द अप्रूव्ड ट्रेनिंग पार्टनर्स ऑफ ऑल दीज एक्रीडिएशन बॉडीज। एंड इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द बिजनेस प्रोसेस एक्सीलेंस, तो हमारे पास आ जाते हैं स्किल डेवलपमेंट काउंसिल कनाडा, काउंसिल फॉर सिक्स सिग्मा यूएसए, एग्जाम्पल ग्लोबल यूएसए, इसके अलावा हमारे पास ILSS है यूके, और अब अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी आर द अप्रूव्ड ट्रेनिंग पार्टनर ऑफ ऑथराइज्ड ट्रेनिंग पार्टनर ऑफ PMP आल्सो। और आज का जर्नी भी हमारा टुवर्ड्स PMP की तरफ ही है। वी विल गाइड यू रिगार्डिंग द PMP स्टेप, जो भी हम इसमें तमाम प्रोसेसेस, ट्रेनिंग के स्ट्रक्चर्स, वो तमाम चीज़ें हम डिस्कस कर रहे होंगे, ठीक है? तो नाउ आई विल फर्दर हैंड ओवर द माइक टू मिस्टर उस्मान, जो कि हमारे ट्रेनर हैं PMP के, और फर्दर वो आपको फिर गाइड करते हैं इसमें, ठीक है? उस्मान, काइंडली आप अपना कैरी ऑन कीजिएगा प्लीज।
Okay, everyone can hear me. Sir, can you confirm if you can hear me? Okay. Okay, let me start with the agenda of today. This session, this webinar is scheduled to discuss, like, what are the common misconceptions of PMP and why you should get PMP in this 2024 era and coming forward. And we're going to discuss briefly, like, what are the advantages, and then we will go to the Q&A session in the last. So let me start with my profile. My name is Usman Arfani, and I have become the PMP trainer 2 months ago. Although I have done my PMP last year, and from the last year till now, I have worked with many of the project managers to get their PMP passed easily. And if I talk about my career, I have experience for like more than 14 years. I've been working in the industry. I have worked with many of the project managers during my career, and help them to use the PMP or you can say PMI standard tools and techniques to get the projects done with more efficiency. You can say that I am also an agilist. So, I have worked in both of the environments, the traditional environment, the agile environment, and the environment that we use usually in the real world is the hybrid environment. So when we do the training, one of the advantages you will get is that we will discuss everything in detail. We will work with the real life scenarios, and I will discuss this when we go to that slide. Let me start with the misconceptions that we have for PMP. One of the misconception everyone has is PMP is only for the IT graduates, or PMP is for the only for the IT sector. No, PMP is a generalized certification which provides you the most generalized, or you can say generic tools and techniques that you can use in any industry: healthcare, manufacturing, IT, and any industry you think about, you can implement the PMP structure anywhere. The second misconception about PMP is, give me a second. The second misconception about the PMP, and now that PMI has fixed it, is that they were focused on only the process. No, from 2021 onwards, PMI, and specifically if I talk about PMP, is focused on three elements. Number one is the technical project management. When we say technical project management, it means the tools and techniques that are used, which is coming from since day one from the PMI. The other two new things that now PMI is focused on is the leadership and the business or strategic objectives. The leadership relies with the team, how you manage people, how you manage your teams effectively, how you manage your stakeholders effectively, and what are the tools and techniques you can use to manage those stakeholders and make sure that the project is done with 100% customer satisfaction. You can say that project management has now, you can say it's a people management. We as a project manager, we all do like this in every day. We are managing people so they can deliver the project on time and with the required quality. The third thing that the PMI is focused on is the business strategic objectives. Now, project managers are taught in the PMP that they should also take care of they should also consider the business objectives of the organization. Like whenever you are doing a project, you need to have a business case. You need to know like how is it going to benefit the strategic objectives of the organization. So these are the two most misconceptions that I heard during my career from project managers that and I think I have explained it now. Now, coming to the most important part, that why all we are here, why we should do PMP certification. Number one, and the most important thing that we all have in mind when it comes to the PMP or when it comes to the career growth is the salary hike. As per the survey of PMI, the average increase in salary whenever someone is done with the PMP certification, or whenever someone does the PMP certification in their organization, they get at least an average of 16% hike in their career. And this is just an average. If you see the chart on the right, you can see that there is a huge increase in the salaries when you do the PMP. And it's just not for the organization, is the overall global industry. Whenever you are a PMP certified and you go in the market, you will definitely gonna get more raise than the average person that does not have the PMP certification. Second thing, the most important one is the market demand. You will see, and this is my real life experience, that you get more calls and you get more in demand when you get the PMP certification. You get as per a survey I did, when I was reading about it on different platforms on Google, 65%, more than 65% of recruiters prefer that the project managers that they are calling for the interview should have a PMP certification. So this is one of the major advantages that you get when you get the PMP certification. Third thing is the prestige and recognition. When you are done with the PMP and you go in your company and you say I am a PMP certified, so you will get more prestige. People will come to you. they know, they understand that now you have done the PMP, you know all the tools, you know all the techniques, how you can effectively handle the cost, the schedule, how you can lead the teams, how you can manage the stakeholders. So they trust you, and they prefer to talk to you, and they treat you as a mentor, as a project leader when you are a PMP certified. The second important thing when it comes to the prestige is when your company goes for a contract or goes for a project, the customers or the clients, they when they see there is a PMP certified person on the contract, on the team, they prefer it. They prefer to give the project to them. So this is one of you can say a major advantage you can get when you go with the PMP certification, and when you tell your company that I am done with the PMP. And from that point of view, you will get another class. The fourth most important thing is the tools and techniques that PMI gives you. Now, as I told you in the beginning, the tools are very generic and very project focused and very outcome focused. And let me tell you why I say outcome focused. PMI is now focused on the outcome, not the deliverables. The deliverables is something that, we manage the project within cost, within schedule, the customer satisfaction. The outcome is more focused on the value, what value it gives to the customer and what value it gives to the organization. So when you do the PMP certification, you learn and you master all those tools and techniques that you can use to make sure that the project that you are managing delivers the value that is expected. Now, coming to our training structure, how I am gonna uh, provide the training. Let me tell you something first, the two things that I've observed in the market. There are two types of trainers in the market that you will see. Number one, that they are teaching with the old book, with the PM Box 6, and they are teaching only the traditional style, and they are not focused on the latest PMI material. What my focus will be, my focus will be on the latest approach and the latest material provided by the PMI. I am myself as an agilist and work in many hybrid environments. So when I am teaching the people, and when I'm teaching you, you will learn all the methods related to the traditional, related to the agile, related to the hybrid, and how you can select the best approach for the project that you get on hand. Second type of people you will see in market, they are just you will see they are just deliverable oriented, or you can see that they will just deliver you to the context. In my training, we will do the live scenarios, we will do a lot of exercises. So it's a 35 hours of not just the training, it's like the 35 hours you will spend to learn and to master how you can best manage your projects uh, when you go with the PMP certification in any industry. Third thing, as I already told you, that we will be focused on the building the mindset. Many people you will find in the other trainers, they will only teach you the project management. We don't want to learn the project management. We're already doing that. We want to learn the tools and techniques that the PMI has suggested to use, has given us to as a standard. We need to learn them and we need to master them, and we need to know that how we can effectively use those techniques to manage our projects in real life. So we are going to work on building that mindset during the training. The fourth thing, the fourth advantage you will get, that I am going to provide you all the latest templates that the PMI has suggested to use. It will include the project charter, the issue register, the risk register, everything, every standard project template that you can use in all of your projects. according to you. Also, training with me, you will get 2 free mock exams, not one, 2 free mock exams. Each will have 180 questions, and that it will be, you can say, when you go over those with those mocks, with those simulators, they will build your exam day mindset. They will train your mind how you will answer your questions on the exam, and how you're going to manage your time on the exam. This is one of the critical things on the exam. You have only like less than 4 hours to complete the exam. This training will tell you, this simulator will tell you, will build your mind to manage all that 4 hours, and how you can get uh, everything done by the end of the time. Let's talk about our batches. We have planned 2 batches to do. One batch is planned to be done on every Saturday, which will be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 6:30. Then we have a weekday batch. This is for the people who cannot, manage the time on weekends. This is an advantage for you. You can get these classes on weekdays. The weekday classes will be on every alternate day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 to 10 p.m. And all these timings are Pakistan Standard Time. So if you want to know that, if you belong to another country, you want to know what time zone or what time schedule will it be, you can ask Sahar, or we can discuss in the last of the Q&A. Now comes the special things, or you can say uh, the benefit of why you have attended this seminar. There are 2 major benefits that we have planned. We have a regular price which will be charged for the PMP training, which is $290. But only for this webinar, the people that are in this webinar right now, we have all the registrations. You will get this training only and only in $160. The second thing that we have planned to do with this webinar, that the attendees, all the attendees that are here today, we will choose one random attendee. He or she will get the training absolutely free. So this is the surprise when I mentioned on the chat, on the group chat of WhatsApp, that this is the surprise that we have planned, that one random attendee will be selected and he will receive the training absolutely free. At the end of the training, you will receive the 36 hours certificate, which you have to submit when you apply or when you fill the PMP examination form. You have to submit as an evidence that where you have got training and the training certificate. So this is the certificate you will get at the end of the training, once you are done with the training, number one. Second, once you are done with all the quizzes and assignments. And number three, once you are done with the simulators, you will get this 35 hours training certificate at the end. For further information, you can contact BGMC's contact number. I have given it on the right. You can see the contact number. You can see the email address. You can see the website. You can visit the website anytime to see in detail about the prices and the things that we offer with the training. So you can see it in detail on the website. At the last, thank you, everyone. I think I have taken like less than what I planned, but I think I have communicated many of the important things that I wanted to communicate in this webinar. So thank you all for taking your precious time out on this weekend and joining this call. Thank you so much. And in the last, as we just said, that we are going to go with a Q&A, and I am going to ask Sahar, do we have any questions in the chat so we can discuss and answer? Okay, I'm gonna unmute you, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच मिस्टर उस्मान। बिल्कुल हमारे पास क्वेश्चन एक आया है उस्मान, और आप मैं क्वेश्चन रीड आउट कर लूंगी। इफ
Sure.
एनीवन एल्स हैव एनी क्वेश्चन तो काइंडली आप चैट बॉक्स में अपने क्वेश्चन पुट इन कर सकते हैं, सो वी विल आंसर ऑल ऑफ देम वन बाय वन। ठीक है, कोई भी क्वेरी हो, एनी इट कुड बी एनी काइंड की, अगर आप कोई बात दोबारा भी पूछना चाह रहे हो या मिस हो गई है आपसे, सो वी आर हियर टू असिस्ट यू। मोहम्मद हमारे एक पार्टिसिपेंट हैं, उन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि प्लीज एक्सप्लेन विच टूल्स बीजीएमसी गोइंग टू टीच और एस्पायरेंट्स विल मास्टर इफ रजिस्टर विद बीजीएमसी ग्रुप।
Okay. The tools will include all the tools that is suggested and that is given from the PMI to use in the training or in the real life world. This will include, if I talk about specifically the templates, this will include the project charter, the risk register, the project management plan, how you can create the whole project management plan. We are going to learn and we are going to actually create that project management plan during that training. The techniques we are going to learn are very, very good. I have implemented them during my projects. This includes the facilitation, the mentoring, brainstorming, workshops, benchmarking. There are a lot of techniques when it comes to the project management. There's a lot of techniques that PMI has suggested, and we are going to learn every technique, and we are going to actually implement in our workshops during the training. So you're going to master all those steps, tools and trainings during the training. Sure.
और उस्मान साहब, एक और चीज़ कि इनके क्वेश्चन को हम थोड़ा सा और एलेबोरेट अगर करें तो बीजीएमसी इज़ द ओनली कंपनी इन पाकिस्तान विच इज़ प्रोवाइडिंग ई लर्निंग फैसिलिटी, और इंशाल्लाह द पार्टिसिपेंट्स विल गेट आवर ई लर्निंग रिगार्डिंग टू पीएमपी आल्सो। तो सो यू कैन से दैट के बीजीएमसी इज़ प्रोवाइडिंग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स, जिसमें हम आपको फिजिकल सेशंस भी देते हैं, ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग सेशंस भी देते हैं, ई लर्निंग फैसिलिटी भी प्रोवाइड करते हैं, विच इज़ अ सेल्फ फेस प्रोग्राम जिसमें हम वीडियो रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स आपको देंगे। एंड फॉर द इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्टिसिपेंट्स हम 6 मंथ्स की फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट ई लर्निंग उनको एक्सेस भी देंगे, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट फॉर 6 मंथ्स। ठीक है, तो बट अभी ई लर्निंग इज अंडर प्रोसेस राइट नाउ, बट इट इज़ इन लाइन विद अस कि हम फ्यूचर में इसको पीएमपी के लिए भी रेडी कर रहे हैं। ठीक है
Okay. Any more questions?
जी, बिल्कुल। सेकंड क्वेश्चन हमें पूछा है मोहम्मद अली ने, व्हाट आर मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट्स टू अपीयर इन पीएमपी सर्टिफिकेशन।
Okay. So there is two things that is the eligibility criteria. Number one, if you have done high school certificate or in Pakistan we say intermediate, then you need at least 5 years of experience before you apply for the PMP. And if you are a graduate, let's say you have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, then you are required to at least have 3 years of minimum experience of project management.
ठीक है, कैन आई आस्क द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, मूव ऑन
Sure,
टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन।
go on.
ठीक है जी, हाउ मच टाइम इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द ट्रेनिंग, प्रोबेबली उन्होंने पूछा है।
Okay. So let me tell you for both, for the study
हम्म,
and for the training. The 35 hours is the total training time, and it will be, if I talk about that, it will be going over for the next 4 Saturdays. The 9 hours will be the total time that we will spend on each day. After the training, you guys have to spend hours for your study. And we are going to create that study plan during our PMP training. Inshallah.
राइट। नेक्स्ट इज नवीद साजिद हैं, उन्होंने अदर देन पीएमपी क्वेश्चन हमसे रेज किया। इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन कि लीन सिक्स सिग्मा बीजीएमसी ऑफरिंग ट्रेनिंग ऑन दिस मॉड्यूल। यस ऑफ कोर्स वी आर आल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग लीन सिक्स सिग्मा trainings. We have yellow, green and black belt. Even we are offering master black belt also, or बिल्कुल हमारे पास ये फिजिकल सेशंस में भी इन हाउस ट्रेनिंग सेशंस भी हम करवाते हैं, ऑनलाइन सेशंस भी हैं, एंड ई लर्निंग पे भी बिल्कुल अवेलेबल है हमारे पास. नाउ मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट. Thank you for providing this webinar. I am an electrical engineer. How PMP certification will beneficial for me in real-time industry?
Okay, so as I told you in the beginning, PMP is not just for IT or manufacturing. This implies in all industries, including any industry, electrical, healthcare, IT, anywhere you're working on, you can apply the tools and techniques that are provided by the PMI. And the tools and techniques are not specific to any industry. They are so generalized, they are so generic that when you start learning them, you will automatically know that this tool I can easily apply, or this technique I can easily use for in my project. Let's say there are some conflicts on your project. Let's say this is a quite an easy example to understand. Conflict resolution is part of the project manager's job of every day. We manage conflicts between customers, we manage conflicts between our team members, we manage conflicts between our sponsors, our program managers, and everyone. We are doing it every day. The PMP is going to tell you what will be the techniques you can use to effectively manage those conflicts. This includes the problem solving, how you can do the problem solving techniques, how you can use the collaboration techniques, how you can use the smoothing techniques. So the tools and techniques you are going to learn during the PMP or during the PMP training, these are so generalized and so generic that you can use in all of your projects.
Same question. Probably he joined late. The minimum requirement for PMP. He asked the same question which you have already told.
Okay. I think I have already answered this question. Let me answer it again quickly. If you are an intermediate or if you have a high school diploma, you need 5 years of experience as a project manager in any industry. Or let me correct myself, not just as a project manager, as leading a project. Now, it does not require that you should have a position of project manager. It can be the title project lead, technical lead, team lead. In any position you have lead the project, or in any position you have managed the project, this all experience count when it comes to the project management experience. So when I say 5 years, that means 5 years of managing projects, whether it's not regarding to any position, it's regards to the experience that you have. And if you are a bachelor, then it requires a 3 years of project management experience.
Okay, thank you, Usman, for again telling us the same thing. The next question is from Muhammad Taqil, Mr. Taqi. He's asking, your weekend session is on Saturday, but most of the companies are not giving off on Saturday. What's your plan for those persons?
Okay, so I told you that we have two plans. Number one is the weekend plan, and the second is the weekday plan. So if you guys are not getting off on weekend or on Saturday, you can join the weekday session, which is on every alternate day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 to 10.
Thank you. As you have said about the mock exam, so will it be same like actual exam? Mr. Sayyid Arsalan is asking this.
Yes, yes. When you are done with those mock exams, and let me tell you something. I have tested it with many of the PMPs that became PMP in this year. I have tested this mock with many of the PMPs. And if you go to Udemy and you search my name, you will find a mock which contains 6 mock exams. And, and you can check the reviews and you can see the rating. All the people that have attempted those mocks, they got the mindset of the exam has been built. And I assure you, when you are done with those 2 mock exams that we are going to provide you absolutely free, when you are done with that, you are going to be ready for the exam the next day.
Okay, that's great. Muhammad Ali is asking, what are books you recommend to study PMP other than course material?
Okay, so there are 8 books, and of them, three of books are the most important one. Number one is the PMBOK Guide 7th edition. Second is the Agile Practice Guide, and third is the Process Group Guide that PMI brought. All these three books are the most important when it comes to the PMP. Uh, when I talk about the PMP training, it is not from only those three books. The PMP training is prepared using all the 8 books that are recommended by PMI to prepare for the exam.
Okay. Miss Isha Rubab asked a very interesting question, which normally most of the participants or attendees or clients ask this again and again. What is the passing ratio of PMP certification?
Yes, the most interesting question that I get to hear from every people. So now, let me tell you something. PMI doesn't give you any percentage. The PMI doesn't give you any grade. They give you only two things: pass and fail. There will be 180 questions on the exam, on which 5 questions will have no, you can say, no counting. So you have to answer at least 160 or 155 questions correct on the exam, and you will pass the exam. This exam is categorized into 3 types. Number one, process. Number two, pupil. And number three, business objectives, or you can say business strategy. Uh, the exam will ask you the questions regarding to all these 3 disciplines: the process, the people, and the business objectives. And when you are done with the training, when you're done with the mocks, I assure you that you will be ready with 100% about how you can answer all the questions on exam. Easy.
Okay, thank you. Muhammad is asking on what basis or criteria that one lucky aspirant will get full fee waiver. That's interesting one. Everyone is interested in this question also.
Okay, so this is something that we are going to choose very randomly. Let's say we have uh, how many participants do we have, sir, on this webinar?
Right now, we are having more than 60 plus participants right now.
Great. So we are going to
Mm.
choose anyone randomly, and this is not something we will not look actually who are we going to choose. We are going to choose one person randomly, and that person is going to get that lucky call that you want to get the training for free. Let's say that person is not interested, or he does not join the. This is only for the first batch that I'm telling you. This is only for the first batch that we are going to start in November. This is going to be for the first batch only. So if someone does not join that free training, we are going to choose another person from the list randomly, and we're going to call them again, and we're going to tell them the good news. So the selection of that person will be totally random.
Okay, that's great. Muhammad Hassan is asking, can health and safety professionals go for PMP exam using that experience, or it has to be project management experience?
As I told you in earlier, that you need to have some kind of experience with regarding to managing the project, and the position does not matter. If you are leading a project, if you are managing a project, you are eligible. And if you are managing a project for 3 years, if you are a graduate, or you are managing a project for 5 years, if you are a high school pass out, you are eligible to sit in the PMP exam.
Okay. Qazi Muhammad Usama asked a very interesting question once again. You help in assisting PMP application in exam afterwards too?
Okay, this is something, uh, I'm going to guide you like step by step how you should be filling your PMP application during the training. But I'm not gonna fill the application for you. I'm gonna guide you, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna coach you how you can fill that experience, how you can fill the whole application. But at the end of the day, I would encourage people to fill the application form by yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the person who has the experience. I don't know what experience you have. So when we start discussing like what experience is expected, I'm going to tell you what format you're going to use, what words you're going to use when you are entering your experience. At the end of the day, I would encourage everyone to fill your application form by yourself. If you face any trouble, if you have any concerns, any queries, here to help you out. But at the end of the day, you have to fill your application by yourself.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Fazal Libas is alumni or for regarding our Lean Six Sigma. He's a black belt holder. He's from Almoi's group. He's saying salam to everyone. Walaikum assalam. Miss Isha Rubab again sent us a query and how it will be helpful for me to boost my career as a fresh graduate.
Okay. So if you are a fresh graduate and if you don't have any experience for PMP, this is not the right thing for you. Either you have to go for the CAPM. This is a small you can see you can say a small certification of a small baby of PMP. You will learn many of the tools and techniques that you can start your career. But for the PMP, you should have at least 3 years of managing projects.
Okay, that's great. Junaid Javed is asking, is there any skills needed to do project management? And is there any future after learning this project management? Because nowadays we have seen every software houses or companies mostly need only salesperson.
Hmm. Okay. So you need to understand, Junaid, that project management is not a sales job. Project management is how you effectively manage the projects. So after you are done with even if you are done with the training and you don't go for the exam, let's say you want to do the training, you want to learn how you can use those tools and techniques in your projects, you will learn during the training. And after the training, you can also use those tools and techniques in your organization to manage the projects.
Okay. Mr. Malik Faraz is welcoming everyone. He's a project manager by himself. He's saying that PMP certified is most demanding in Gulf and Middle East countries. Go ahead, freshers, without any hesitation.
So thank you for that,
Thank
Malik
you.
Faraj. Thank you.
Hasnain Mansoor is asking if my knowledge is not currently relevant to managing complex and agile projects, how will your training help me bridge that gap and enhance my understanding?
So if you have managed projects, that does not mean that you should have managed a project complex. The project management is not something that, if I have managed a project for 5 years or a project that has hundreds of stakeholders, this will called complex, or this will be eligible for the project management. No. If you have managed or lead a project for 3 years, if you are a graduate, you are eligible for the PMP. And this training will give you all the standard tools and techniques that you can use in your projects to effectively manage your projects.
That's great. Uh, One of the most interesting comment right now which I have received is Babar Bilal. He's saying my name matches with Sir Babar Bhatti. Hope so I will be the luckiest attendee, inshallah.
Yes, you can be choose randomly. It is a random selection.
But it's not the specific criteria that if your name is matching with the C of the company that we will choose you. So
You,
Babar,
you,
best
you
of
can
luck.
you can name yourself anything, but at the end of the day, your contact number is something that
Yes,
we are
of
gonna
course.
call. So
Yes.
whether you call yourself Babar, whether you call yourself Bilal, you will be. If you are chosen, you will be the lucky person.
Chale, that's great. I think all the questions have been done. No, there is one more. Dear respected sir, why use project management? Thank you, sir. Muhammad
Okay.
Arslan is asking this.
This is a very interesting question, and I should have answered it in the first slide.
Hmm.
Why you should manage a project? So this is something that we do every day. Our life is also a project. We have a start date, we have an end date. Okay, and in this life, we are having a lot of issues that we are facing every day. We have a lot of risk. We have a lot of challenges. You know, I know a person who did a project on his life. He has a task of painting a room, and he what he did, he took it as a project, and he applied all the PMI tools and techniques that he learned during the trainings, and he created a project charter. He identified his stakeholders. He lists all the issues and the risks that he's going to face, and then he applied all the processes that the PMI PMP use. So when it comes to the project management, we are doing it in our life on a daily basis. Let's say we have to arrange an event. Let's say there is a walima event in our family that we have to arrange. You can apply the project management over there. You can use all the techniques that PMI has given you. You can use it over there. You can take it an example, and you can use those techniques over there. And I assure you, when you use that, I assure you, when I saw his project plan, when I saw his outcome, I was very happy that he learned the mindset that PMI is trying to build, and he effectively and perfectly, you can say, that delivered that project of painting the room. So you can apply those project management practices that you're going to learn during the training in everyday life, or in any project that you have in even in the organization or even in the family.
Okay, that's great. Uh, does PMP focus on a specific industries or is it applicable across fields? I think you have already told this,
Yes. So
but can you
this
repeat just in one or two lines, please?
yes. So as I told you in the beginning, and I told you again and again, this PMP certification is not just for a particular industry. It implies on all the industries, and even I told you that it can imply on your personal life. So whenever there is a project and you want to effectively manage it, you can use the PMI tools and techniques that you're going to learn during the training.
Fine. Waleed Ahmed is asking, Assalamu alaikum. I'm a fresh graduate having BS in applied mathematics, but no experience of any kind of a project. Am I eligible for this course? If not, then please give me some recommendations. Thank you.
Okay. So Waleed, you are a fresh graduate and you don't have any experience. So first, you need to get at least 3 years of experience managing or leading a project. Then you will be eligible to sit in the PMP exam and apply for the PMP.
That's great. Ali Raza is asking, hi, I joined a bit late. What's the cost for the exam and managing project experience 3 years needs any proof? Thanks.
Oh, can you repeat the question? I didn't get the last part. Does he have the experience?
And managing project experience 3 years needs any proof?
Yes, 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 yes. You need to provide your proof. So when you are filling the application, PMI is gonna ask you to fill your experience, your work experience. Just like you, when you apply for a job, they ask you to fill all the fields: when you started, when you ended, what is the job description that you are currently having, and uh, so everything you need to fill: the organization name, the start date, the end date. If it is in current, you can put in as a present, and you need to put in the experience of how you are managing the projects over there. So you need to give them proof. And when
Oh,
it comes to the cost, the regular price, as I told you in the beginning, is 290. This is for all the other batches that we are going to have after November. Only for the first batch that we are going to start in November, uh, only for the attendees that are currently here right now, they are going to get a super discount, and we
uh,
will charge you only $160 for the whole training.
okay. Usman, sorry to cut you. Ali Raza, I think, asked what's the cost for the exam. So can you
Okay.
tell the exam cost also?
Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood the question. So the
No issues
cost
at
of
all.
the exam, if you are a member, the cost is $284, and the PMP certification will be valid for you for 3 years. After that, if you want to continue your PMP certification to be to have an extension, you have to earn 60 PDUs during those 3 years. And when you add those PDUs in your dashboard, this will extend your PMP certification to next 3 years, and this cycle goes on. The membership fees is $110 for the first time, and then every year is $100. If you are a non-member and you want to go for the PMP, the cost is around 484, something like that.
Okay, that's great. Muhammad Faizan is asking, how does the PMP exam compare to other project management certifications?
Oh, PMP exam, you can say, is one of the toughest exam you will give. When you go there in the exam center, they will check you thoroughly. Like, even if you are wearing a glasses, they will ask you to put them out. They will keep everything in the locker. And if there is a condition that you have to wear the glasses, they will allow you. There are CCTV cameras all over in the testing place, and there will be a counter of 4 hours, and those 4 hours will be the quickest time of your life that will pass. And when you are giving the answers, you will not realize that those 4 hours are just done. So this is one of the toughest exam you will give, and the result is only pass or fail. There is no grading or percentage, as I told you. When you submit the exam and when you get out of the testing center, you will get the certificate, either you are pass or fail. That's it.
Okay. Babar Bilal is asking, could you please tell the validity period of PMP certificate, 5 years or more?
So the validity of the PMP certification is 3 years. And if you want to extend your certification time, you have to earn 60 PDUs. And I'm going to tell you how you can earn those PDUs during those 3 years, which will extend your certification for next 3 years. And then you have to repeat this cycle for the next 3 years. If you fail to submit 60 PDUs by the end of 3 years, your certification will get expired, and you have to retake the exam to get the new certification.
Okay. Abdullah Hai Muhammad is from Nigeria. He's saying hello to everyone. Hello, Abdullah Hai. Mohsin Ayaz is asking, sir, I am Mohsin Ayaz and I passed FSC. I eligible PMP certificate. I
So,
think the same
so
question which you have asked.
FSC is metric, right?
No, intermediate.
Intermediate. Okay. So now you should have 5 years of experience uh, of leading or managing a project. Then you are eligible for the PMP certificate.
Okay, fine. Hello, I have been working in aviation. My question is, Six Sigma and PMP is applicable for aviation?
Yes, yes. The aviation has the most complex projects, and most of the cycle that is followed over there is the hybrid and traditional. So when you come into the PMP training, this will be the most advantageous advantage for you when you learn the tools and techniques and you're going to apply them in your aviation.
Fine. Uh, okay, thanks for answers. Muhammad is asking, but I think the criteria should be on the basis for the aspirant's graduation or intermediate score. It will make sure the right person on right place with sparking passion to gain this valuable opportunity, offering the BGMC group. Muhammad
Okay,
Maiman
okay,
Ali.
okay. This can be considered. Thank you.
I have completed a master's. Muhammad Faizan is asking, degree in forestry. How can a PMP certification benefit me in my career?
Okay, so if you are just done with your degree, then you have to get involved in some projects in your company. If you have already joined your company, you should get involved either in the research projects, either in any production projects or any projects that your company do. You have to get involved in managing as a project coordinator, or start leading the projects, creating the project charters. You can ask the company that many of the companies, especially in Pakistan, I don't know about the other countries, but especially in Pakistan, when you show the interest that you want to go towards the project management, the company supports you. Although you have to give some extra time, but this will give you the leverage to learn. Uh, Beside with your current job responsibilities, you get involved in many of the project management activities like creating the project charters, creating the meetings, communication plans, project management plans, project schedules, costing. So you can get involved in many of the projects once you show interest to your company that you are interested in moving towards the project management.
Fine. Muhammad Hassan is asking, can you repeat the recertification process for PMP certification? Thank
Okay.
you.
Uh, Let me tell you again. Your PMP certification is valid for 3 years after you take the exam. You have to earn 60 PDUs in those 3 years tenure to get your certification extended for the next 3 years. And this cycle will goes on. If you fail to add the 60 PDUs, let's say you added only 59, this is not eligible. You will lose your PMP your PMP certification get expired, and you have to retake the test. So your expiration for the PMP certification is 3 years every 3 years.
Okay. Muhammad Ali is saying, impressive session, including the question answer. Thank you, Muhammad
Thank you so
Ali.
much.
Muhammad Faizan is also saying thanks to us.
And I
And
think
that's
we are at the end of the conclusion. And if there are any more questions, sir, you can take it and we can answer
no,
them
we
in
don't.
the
Luckily,
WhatsApp
we
chat
have
room.
answered all the questions
Great,
within the set time.
great, great.
But
That's
if
great.
there would be any, I will note it down and we will answer them in the group as well.
Great. So I think we are good. Thank you everyone so much for taking your time out. I hope that you enjoyed this session, and I hope that this has cleared many of the queries for many of the people. So thank you so much and have the rest great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.